with the final game of this latest WSL weekend, and the best has been saved until last. It's a real opportunity for a statement performance here for both clubs. First up, the perennial title challengers Manchester City, hosting the side arguably most likely to topple champions Chelsea this time around, but the Gunners need that response, having lost against all expectation at Birmingham last time out. They were meant to have that opportunity to respond last weekend, but their game against Reading was a casualty of COVID. Let's take a check on the team news here. There's only one Manchester City change from their last league lineup, and it comes in attack, where Bunny Shaw is a starter as she continues her comeback from injury. Ellen White is the one to drop out. The teenager Keating continues in goal, with the three senior keepers all still out injured. In front of her, though, City are back to full fitness nowadays, with Bronze and Horton joining Greenwood and Stokes. That is very much first choice. Stanway bang in form, and Vicky Losada too in front of goal. Well, Arsenal have made 3 changes from the league lineup that began that loss at Birmingham. 2 of them in central defence, where Wubben Moy and Leah Williamson, who's just signed a new contract, both return. Iwabuchi's absence means a start for Nikita Paris further upfield. They've just brought in 3 new faces, Arsenal, in this current transfer window. Rafael Sousa, Blagstenius and Wienreuter. And they are all on the bench, hoping for a WSL bow at some point. Such little margin for error if you want to be at the top of this tree. Only 22 games, one small, slightly off spell can be enough to stop you winning the title. Certainly worked out that way for Man City last season. Couldn't ever claw it back from Chelsea, but there's 1 or 2 signs that the main contenders are all perhaps just a touch more fallible. European action for some of them, cup outings, the COVID cancellations. It's made the flow a little less flowing, that is for sure. And opportunities to make ground, well, they are few and far between. Will they be grasped or will they be spurned? Chelsea earlier in the day, not even managing to score against Brighton. Their last league game was 6 weeks ago, and they lost that at Reading. And these are 2 of the clubs in and around that mix at the top of the table. Manchester City with a record to set straight. Sure, not just a good form to continue. Part of their abject early season run included the 5-0 defeat to Arsenal, but they're a very different team right now. With most of those long-term injury absentees now back, they have some very fine square pegs back in square holes. Players take a knee on Abigail Byrne's first whistle. It's not often that the league leaders kick off perhaps a slight underdogs against the club 5th in any table. But the recent form suggests that Manchester City have wind in their sails and Arsenal are feeling the pressure. Let's see. It ought to be an absolute cracker, this. Stats will tell you it ought to be full of goals. Let's hope so. Katie McCabe continuing on the left. Ruben Moy here back in the side. It was Simone Boy Sorensen and Jem Beattie in the defeat at Birmingham. Neither of them covering themselves in glory in that game. Williamson wasn't available. It's her long ball here. Signed a new contract to keep her with the club. Nikita Paris went too early. Offside. Hasn't scored yet in the WSL, Nikita Paris, and that would not have been the expectation come the new year, that's for sure. Clearance of safety first from Alex Greenwood. She and to some extent Stokes have been the mainstays back there in a makeshift City defence for much of this season. Horton and Bronze out till very recently. Georgia Stanway, such a great attacking threat, filling in at right back for much of the season. Kim Little has narrowly avoided. Serious blow there, might still afflict her on the way through. The big evening for Kiara Keating, the teenage keeper. Keeping her place for Gareth Taylor. Matabe is still feeling some pain, according to the City boss. Ellie Roebuck, Karen Bardsley, both still out injured. The two senior keepers, apparently neither are a million miles away, according to the coach. Roebuck has been training a bit this week. Keating holding the fort, 17 years young. Maybe with a Katie McCabe cross to deal with here, or maybe not. She's overhit that and sliced it. Absolutely on fire, certainly in the early part of the season, Katie McCabe. Got one of the 5 against City. The start to the season it was for Arsenal. Beat Chelsea on the opening day. In case anyone thought that was perhaps a little bit of early season luck. They were then 5-0 winners over City, but they had Lucy Bronze out then. Knee surgery in the summer. Didn't play until just a couple of weeks ago, in fact. Likewise, Steph Horton played the opening 2 games of this division and then again out till the new year. But what experience to have back. 2 England internationals for Manchester City here. Been at home in the league since November. And they're certainly in much better shape now than they were then. One constant force for good for them throughout the season has been Lauren Hemp. The Bell will know that she is a serious threat. Great form. Running with the ball. Well, Marich, the Arsenal right back, will have her work cut out today. It's Lauren Hemp. Great season for club and country. Check of the ball here. And apparently it's okay. Demi Stokes with the City throw. One back well by the sprightly Park. Horton high up with the challenge. It's a high line for City. Here's Lucy Bronze. Park again. Playing catch-up, Lucy Bronze, like Manchester City. WSL winner 3 times with Liverpool, twice with Lyon. Well decorated. Has been in her time one of these standout players anywhere in the women's game, at home or abroad. Zinsberger with the clearance, not a good one though. Losada couldn't keep it. Another one of those new arrivals for Man City. Vicky Losada, former Barcelona captain, much loved there. And serial winner of everything, basically. For a long time this season, Barcelona were the only side to have beaten Arsenal. It's not been the case more lately, though, that is for sure. Lost 4 out of 5 either side of Christmas, Arsenal. And then the midweek cup defeat as well. And that's after they had won 16 out of 18. Such a drop-off. Here's Nikita Paris. Beth Mead. She certainly had a great season. Needs to get back in the goals, as they all do. Miedema. Paris needs to start scoring. Bond's just showing a bit too much of that to Mead, and Arsenal have got the ball. Over 7 minutes gone. Barely seen the touch for Vivianne Miedema. Job done, Lucy Bronze. Started scoring again, City, and stopped conceding. 4 clean sheets in their last 6. A young stand-in. Greenwood, and then Horton doing the job. And then Horton again. Clean sheet record nearly gone there. Mead with the corner for the Gunners. She'd love to have that chance again. It's a very crowded 6-yard box. And Mead will have another go. Away is the call, and it was by Bronze. Kim Little lets Mead take over. Deep cross. Miedema around the back on the slide. Keating gets a hand to it. Vivianne Miedema did brilliantly to keep that in. Serious foot-eye coordination required to get anything clean on that. On the stretch, it was excellent. Lasada, Walsh finding Bronze with a little bit of space. To tease her in behind, and Hemp will run, but Zinsberger will get there. June 2004, Chiara Keating was born. It's a depressing thought for some of us. And he made a debut in the WSL against Aston Villa barely a week ago. Did play Leicester in the Cup as well, keeping a place here. Not a minute played this season for either Bardsley or Roebuck. Taib has been added to that injury list, hence this run of games for Keating. Zinsberger closed down by Bunny Shaw. He's back in the action, her first start of any sort in a couple of months, Bunny Shaw, in the midweek cup win, and she scored twice. New arrival in the summer. Prolific with Bordeaux, more than a goal a game. Top scorer in the French league last term. It's a tougher league, this one. Miedema running the channel, Keating confidently off a line. Brilliant header from Horton. Not just to clear it, but essentially a cushioned first-time pass. Here comes Demi Stokes. Sada short, trying to get around Ruben Moy. Scored on the opening day against Everton. Man U, the opener in the brilliant 2-2 derby draw. Those 2 League Cup goals adding to another one she got in that competition. Completely mistimed challenge that from Katie McCabe. Stanway taken out. Bounce seriously misjudged, and Man City have a free kick. Alex Greenwood often on set-piece duty for City. Normally the centre-halves are the targets, but not with her. Good delivery in towards Shaw, that. Kira Walsh keeps it moving. Park with the cross. It's a header on target from Lauren Hemp, who did well to get anything goal-bound there. Kind of behind her, really. Chase here as Leah Williamson strides out. Paris can't make it stick. Probably no one in an Arsenal shirt for whom a goal would be more important today than Nikita Paris. Scored in their Champions League campaign, which they just about squeaked through, and in the FA Cup, but no WSL goal yet. Much heralded signing, returning to the WSL from Lyon. Maybe against her former club, Man City, today. It'll be the perfect time for a bit of X-Factor goal action. Marritt's taken out as she cleared it. You can hear the screams from here. Cards coming out. The Manchester City players are making the point that Roger Stanway's challenge was no different to the one made on her by Katie McCabe. And I'd make them right. Neither are a card, or they both are. Stanway's name is taken. First one. Ever present this season, which has been gold dust for Gareth Taylor, and gold dust recently. If she scores today, it'll be 5 WSL games running. It's been done twice only in Man City colours. Once by Nikita Paris, actually, and the other by Tony Duggan. Excellent defending from Noel Maritz. Swiss right back, good recruit with real top-level experience and titles in Europe. Was at Wolfsburg before. Challenging for all the top honours that they do so often. Sneaking around, hoping to get onto something there. Great balance. Kira Walsh sucked into that challenge, and Kim Little saw her coming. 250th appearance today for Arsenal for Kim Little. It's an extraordinary achievement, especially with time in America and Australia in between her two spells as a gunner. Miedemar allowed to turn. Walsh gets a little something on it. That was enough. Jess Park, next up, holding down a regular starting place for City this term. So, 20 in October, Jess Park. Disappointing cross from her there. Foul on Jordan Nobbs. And it's been a little shot shy, this. The acrobatics there from Miedemar. That counts as one of the shots. Slow motion. Not quite giving Chiara Keating the credit she probably deserves for that. Two clubs who boldly did plenty of recruiting here in a bid to try and catch Chelsea. And it's come off the corner flag. It took a while to go out, and it ends up being an Arsenal ball. Arsenal lost Danny van der Donk, part of that Lyon spending spree, but they brought in Heath, Will Sorensen, Iwabuchi, Marnham and Nikita Parrish. And three more in this window, as I mentioned earlier, all on the bench today. City bringing in Losada and Bunny Shaw. Andy Razzo is off with Australia at the moment. There's Nobbs. Not for long, there is Losada. Such a good all-round midfielder. Real glue. The kind that any good side needs. A fair bit of respect being shown here, neither side committing too many bodies forward just yet. McCabe. Miedemar's comes short to try and get involved. Great ball she's drilled out to Paris here. Mead in the middle and Miedemar as well. And it's off the head of the latter before the former goes to retrieve. There in the purple bib, Stina Blackstenius. One of those new Arsenal recruits hoping for a league debut today. Had 20 minutes off the bench in the cup defeat in midweek. A little bit of help, maybe, in terms of firepower for Vivianne Miedemar. It's not as if Arsenal until very recently have been shot shy or goal shy, but competition for places is everything at any level of any sport. Stinius has decorated career and a lot of goals in the bank. Swedish international. And no one carries the ball with as much regularity or indeed League Cup goals against Everton. Got one in the WSL yet. Very neatly defended that, Demi Stokes. Kira Walsh backing herself, but she was surrounded by the yellow shirts of Arsenal. Miedemar now. Beth Mead. Frida Marnham closed down. There's a time to play and there's a time to get rid, and City nearly got caught there. Lucy Bronze's pass wasn't the best. Marnham is penalised for a foul. Another one of those new Arsenal recruits, Frida Marnham, brought in from Linköping. So it's someone that Södervall knew very well from Swedish football. Well, pretty even, I think, the first quarter of this game. I mentioned there's never been a draw in the 16 league meetings between them. I suspect Chelsea, Man United and Tottenham will probably be happy enough with a draw. If anything, it may benefit them more if it was Manchester City. Depends whether their glass is half full or half empty. If they're thinking about a title tilt or just a Champions League place. Remember, it's top three. And it would appear there are at least 5 clubs in that mix, which makes this more competitive than it's been previously, I think, in WSL terms. Great to see. There's Park. So one of the half chances thus far, skipping away from the Miedemar challenge. Just such industry and energy. Jess Park. Cross only just too close to Zinsberger. Not really been forced into serious action yet, the Austrian keeper. Williamson stepping up, typical assured fashion. Fine defender for a long time. Leah Williamson, long serving through the system. Since 2014, she's been playing with Arsenal. She got one of the 5 against Man City. And these teams were in very differing form at the start of the season. Here's Mead. Ruben Moy into Kim Little. Not a lot of space through that central core, is there? Needs a bit of quality from Little, and she can so often provide, and she tried something intricate into the path of Vivianne Miedemar there. Demi Stokes spotted it just in time. The WSL's all-time top scorer, lurking with intent. She's Arsenal's top scorer again this season. Up to 19 in all competitions, Miedemar. But only 1 in the last 5. Crowded box. Only now does the cross come in. It is very high, but it's accurate. Ruben Moy got a head on it. Has to be some header to score from there, though, especially with no pace on it. Scored against Everton. Got one in the Champions League as well against Kurga. Arsenal still have involvement in that. Just. They squeaked through. A group that Barcelona won all their games in, but Arsenal and Hoffenheim both finished on 9. Very tight, but through they went. They promptly signed Hoffenheim's better defenders. Now Ravine Reuter, who's on their bench today. Chances at a premium in the opening half hour here. Portman Greenwood at one end and Williamson and Wibben-Moy at the other. Able to mop up most of what's going on, generally going on in front of them. Neither of these sides have really been able to get in behind. There's opportunities to perhaps cut it back from the byline, that sort of thing. It's all been like that. Clever touch from Jordan Nobbs. Takes something clever to outwit Vicky Losada, but she's done it there. All ends up. Beth Mead driving. Paris. McCabe again. Compact and narrow. It's going to have to be some width to be a breakthrough, I think. Leah Williamson. Nobbs. Wibben-Moy. Great ball. Mead looks as dynamic as anyone out there right now. Greenwood in the way. Mead closing it down again. Really busy. Typical Beth Mead. No foul given there. They are looking for that switch, Arsenal. It's certainly the way to get it wide quickly, isn't it? That would appear to be the necessity here. It's not a bad game, but it's a cagey one. People doing a very disciplined job. Just a hint there of getting in behind. The pass over hit for Nikita Paris. Those moments have been few and far between. She's onside. Just too much on the ball. Hemp was clipped, and Katie McCabe might just get a little ticking off here. Don't think it's going to be anything more than that. Now, Hemp wasn't. Oh, it is going to be more than that. Hemp wasn't happy with it. To say, that's on the harsh side. Lucy Bronze just calming down the exuberance of youth there. Captain Horton is in. They are both cautioned. And Lauren Hemp can't let it go. And she's going to need to. It's a blatant trip. there was a little bit after it as well. That. I think the caution for McCabe is certainly fair enough because it was a cynical challenge, but perhaps a little harsh on Lauren Hemp. Leah Williamson has been out recently. We've got a delay here while she receives some treatment. Jordan Nobbs was just checking in, and it looks like Leah Williamson is done. Victoria Schnaderbeck there. Well, the bib's going back on, and is it about to come off? Looks like she's not going to be able to continue. Always a big miss when someone with that experience and quality has to make way. If she does, maybe one or two mixed signals here. If something has gone ping, then surely she's not going to be staying on. But just warm up now on a cold night for Victoria Schnaderbeck. Jonas Heideval coming to find out what the story is here. On we go. 10 plus to half-time. Horton slips. Still got the pass off, though. That's a little bit slicker from City. Park just slows it down, though. Bronze. It's a short season. You don't get that many chances to make ground on your rivals in the WSL. Who's going to be bold enough to go for it in this game? Bronze, deep cross, dangerous cross. Hemp got up there, that'll be a goal kick. Chelsea so strong, but they've just taken 1 point from 6. You've got to be bold enough to try and take advantage. You would say that a draw isn't really that great a result for either. It's not a bad one, but it would be only a point. How much do you want to risk going for all three? Well, Chelsea tend to come back very strongly when they have their very rare slip-ups. Mead. On the face of it, you'd make a case that saying if you're Man City and you're 5th, you're playing against the league leaders, you take a point. And you could say the same for Arsenal, that they're out of form and City are in brilliant form, so away from home they'd take a point. But so far, kind of playing out in that slightly cautious fashion. Needs a goal. There's a good crowd in as well. I enjoyed the flick from Hemp. Stokes coming to join her up the left. Greenwood. Walsh here. Stokes again. Positive thinking certainly from the left back there. And City's free kick brings the crowd into play. got Bunny Shaw into the game at all yet. Greenwood to deliver. Plenty in the box to aim at, and it's a great delivery. She got up well, Lucy Bronze. I wonder if this was just behind her. She couldn't quite crane round to angle it. Yeah, it was just behind her. Almost needed to slow that run down as she watched it through the sky, and there's the frustration of it. Her 3 appearances coming into this game, 3-0, 5-0 and 6-0. City have won. There might be no coincidence there. Clean sheets. Bloody scored. That's a good ball from Jordan Nobbs. Miedemar has Marnham in the middle. Marnham wanted it early. Miedemar has eyes only for goal. And there's good reason for that with her record. Well judged by Kim Little. Stanway has done absolutely brilliantly to muscle in, win it and poke it through for Hemp, who's shown too much of that to Nobbs. Just as City were threatening the counter, a rare heavy touch from Lauren Hemp. Tough bit of control there for Jordan Nobbs. Well, it was really well won there. Well, Vicky Losada not quite so well passed, and then Beth Mead caught her. I think unintentionally. One of those you probably got to give the free kick for, though. Walsh. Bronze. Parker's overplayed it. Bouncing ball from Horton back to Keating, who stayed cool under pressure. Greenwood has Stokes wide. That's where it goes. 3 minutes plus stoppage time, and there'll be a bit of that. Peter Parris still waiting for a chance against a former club. Especially good final couple of years there, having been the breakthrough player in their youth with Everton. Last 2 seasons at City, scored 30 goals in the WSL. That got her the move to Lyon. She had the impossible boots to fill, really, of Ada Hegerberg. She was out with injury. Shaw dropping deep. It's a telltale sign, trying to get involved, because that's not really her game. Now Bronze, a chance to produce some quality here. Teammates in the box. Denied herself the chance of an early cross. Katie McCabe has cut it out when it does come in. It's a corner, though. Alex Greenwood will come over to take it. A lull around the Academy Stadium. Greenwood gets it back. It's the short routine. Now it comes in. Good cross. Bunny Shaw's header. Well, it's on target, but it's a softie. Pretty much sums up this first half, really. Some vaguely promising positions, but not great chances by any stretch. Arguably the best opportunity fell to Beth Mead when Keating and Horton got in a bit of a pickle. Foul on McCabe by Bunny Shaw. Into 2 stoppage time minutes now.
Hey, heads low. They can't make that pass there. From here. Bunny, get the angle right on the press. Pass right across the line. Get the angle of the press right. You pass right across the line.
Gareth Taylor taking the opportunity in that little interval there to tweak a few things with his front line. Apparently Bunny Shaw's not got her angles right when she does the press when they're passing across the back line. There you go. Not really bring the pressing forward kind.
Yeah, help. Heads low. Organize. Good, talk to each other. Travel now.
Long from McCabe. Great layoff from Beth Mead. Stanway. Shaw dropping in again. Walsh lets Bronze take over. Shaw's not going to get on the end of that. The 2 added minutes are done. There's never been a draw between these two in the WSL, but this one is destined for one at the moment. It needs a goal. There's not been too many signs of one. A little mix-up for the young keeper Keating. And a blaze over the bar from Jess Park. These are two clubs who arguably need a win, but neither of them getting one at the moment. At the interval at the Academy Stadium, it's Manchester City 0, Arsenal 0.